Dr. Disrespect is in the middle of the biggest downfall in streamer history, going from one of the most successful and respected streamers, and even one point, the face of Twitch, to being hated by the entire world and losing it all in a matter of days after admitting to some appalling accusations.
These are super serious. Like, this isn't something people take lightly at all.
Based off of that logic, it is quite possible that Doc did know the age of the person.
To understand exactly what happened and how it all played out, we need to go back to June of 2020 when he was mysteriously banned from Twitch and no one knew why. At the time, Dr. Disrespect was the face of Twitch. Then, seemingly out of the blue, the ban occurred, and Dr. Disrespect got the message while on stream, especially because of the radio silence both from Dr. Disrespect and Twitch, and then on Dr. Disrespect's last Twitch stream ever, he was acting visibly weird, and the audience spotted it immediately. Guys, I don't think he's being held hostage. More like he knows he's getting into some legal shit and is freaking out. People don't find this scary. This sounds like last moments before death. When Dr. Disrespect realizes that this would be his last Twitch stream of his life, he checks his phone. Then he starts to spiral on a motivational speech immediately after reading the text.
Watch me take over. I love it, man. See the self-confidence in the chat? That's what I'm talking about. The self-confidence of the Champions Club, it's at an all-time high, and don't ever stop.
Before realizing that he indeed was screwed.
We'll get through this, Champions Club. I know it's a tough... Life's weird right now. We'll get through this, okay?
And that night, Dr. Disrespect was banned permanently from Twitch. Neither of them peeped a word about the ban, and Dr. Disrespect moved to stream on YouTube, like nothing ever happened. The comments and conspiracies continued to flood in. It feels like he's being threatened or blackmailed. Bruh, looking into the comments, this whole thing keeps going deep into the rabbit hole. But despite these comments, nobody could have been prepared for the real reason he was banned. And just 2 months later, in August of 2020, he would return to streaming, but this time on YouTube. His first stream on the platform attracted a massive audience, and he seemingly came back stronger than ever, going on to claim that he had no idea why he was even banned in the first place.
Why did you get banned? Guess what? I want you to look me in my f***ing eyes when I say this. We still have no idea. We have no idea.
And for 4 entire years, his ban remained a complete mystery. But in the blink of an eye, it all completely changed in 2024. And on June 21st, ex-Twitch employee Cody Connors would reveal the reason he was banned in a tweet. The tweet read, he got banned because got caught sting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. The tweet was making extremely serious claims with little proof to back it up, and it received a mixed reaction across social media. Proof, or this is slander which has legal repercussions. Pretty bold accusation without showing any proof or evidence. To me, this is for clicks, unless you could prove it. Why not post his name? Afraid of being sued? But despite the comments on both sides, there was one missing piece. The tweet from Cody Connors never actually mentions Dr. Disrespect himself, but it wasn't until a repost from Jake Lucky warranted a response from Doc that would make things so much worse. Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. The tweet would cause a ton of backlash, mainly due to 2 things. The first being that he was speaking in fluent legalese with no wrongdoing was acknowledged, and the second that he didn't even really deny the allegations made at all. And following the backlash, Doc decided to make another response to the situation. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. And while this tweet was slightly better than the first one, it still received criticism due to it not fully addressing the allegations and still using vague legalese like no wrongdoing was found and I was paid. This resulted in the tweet getting serious backlash and from every corner of the internet, including big-name creators like the Act Man coming to his defense. Degenerate troglodyte losers are trying to slander him with serious accusations that could destroy his entire career, while providing literally zero proof. In other words, some f***ing p***s have a vendetta/grudge against him and want to damage his reputation as much as possible. And others were criticizing him and his vague use of language, specifically for not coming out and directly denying the allegations. Bro, Why won't you say I was not talking to a minor trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon like what was alleged? And then things were going to get much worse. On June 25th, Doc put out a tweet that would put one final nail in the coffin. The tweet read, "The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll f***ing own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with all this said, don't get it f***ing mistaken. I'm no f***ing predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me f***ing knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. F*** that. That's a different level of disgust that I f***ing hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the f*** out of here with that shit. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you always have been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real-life experience, I don't give a f*** about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not f***ing going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, f***ing right. Doc would go on to edit the tweet multiple times by removing the word minor and adding it back in due to the backlash. And just as you'd expect, the criticism came flooding in.
And now you're gonna be all up in arms about Dr. Disrespect when Twitch's homepage looks like Pornhub? Doing that shit on Twitch when there's many other sites you can go on, but you are actively choosing to do this knowing there are children in your audience. So you're no better, pedos.
Hey everyone, I want to start by saying the silence has been nothing more than probably what it's been for a lot of people over the last few days. It's been pretty devastating. For Doc, I hope this is a dark part of his past. I hope he learns from the situation and it never happens again. A full-grown man messaging a minor is unacceptable, and I can't stand by that.
One Twitter user even made a Dr. Disrespect diss track. And 3 days later, he would start to lose his income sources. Dr. Disrespect has been fully demonetized by YouTube due to the current situation. And now that his reputation and income have been completely destroyed, one question remains on everyone's mind. What is going to happen to Dr. Disrespect? Based on his response, he's planning on taking an extended break from streaming, but by the end of his tweet he implies he's not done streaming for good. And some people are still on his side. I don't believe the allegations against Dr. Disrespect. No evidence he texted a minor. No criminal charges. Fired Twitch employee saying it's true is claiming he'll only release the info if people buy tickets to his band's show. No victim has come forward, not have the families. This all stinks to high heaven and feels more like falling lunatics trying to get their 15. Until I see actual proof that any of this is true, I'm not going to believe a word. And it's leading to an even broader discussion on strange things happening on the Twitch platform. In light of this Dr. Disrespect stuff, just remember that women are very deliberately streaming sexual content that Twitch even puts on their front page sometimes, visible to minors. Shut it all down. It will be interesting to see how this all plays out, to say the least. Will Twitch have a complete overhaul to the platform to avoid stuff like this? Or will it remain the way that it is? Let us know your thoughts down below and check out our channel to stay up to date on any new developments in the story.